Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Boink Studios, and check us out on boinkstudios.com, where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this is Tom Clark's Main Event. We're back once again here on Facebook Live. Glad you are with us. We're also recording today. The show will post on YouTube and is always available on boinkstudios.com. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. This is episode number 128, and yes, we're moving right along here on Facebook Live. I want to thank everyone for joining us here, of course, and for coming back each and every week. Much thanks to Heidi Ryan and the whole crew at Wrestling Rumors for giving us this platform. We do greatly appreciate it. So episode number 127 was the WWE Fastlane preview. We talked about the card, gave predictions, and covered some other stuff from the world of pro wrestling. But now it's time to see how we did. That's right, folks. This time the main event is the WWE Fastlane review. Bam. Thank you, Ashley. I dig my shirt as well. This shirt didn't always fit great in the beginning, but, you know, I'm down 51 pounds. I've kind of plateaued. I want to get outside and start walking because I got 20 more to drop. That's the goal, is 20 more. But, you know, one day it's 70 degrees here. The next day it's like minus 100. That's North Carolina, baby. That's how we roll here. So, you know, it's one bit of nonsense after another in the state, in more ways than one, Jack. So, you know, maybe one of these days I'll be able to get out there and start walking. You know what they say, these boots were made for walking. So there's your 1960s Nancy Sinatra reference. I know you were waiting for it. That's just a joke. Hope everyone has been doing great out there today. I've been doing okay, had a pretty good week, a tiring week, a long week. I am caught up on the New Japan Cup, yay. I'm so happy to be caught up. I had to binge, and I've got it playing in the background like I'm doing dishes, and I'm like cooking dinner, and I've got New Japan on the iPad right there on the kitchen counter because I'm trying to catch up. And don't get me wrong, I love the Cup tournament, just like I love G1 tournament and everything, but dude, just to keep up with it is... It's a lot, you know what I mean? And it's awesome because I'm a real fan. I'm a real pro wrestling fan. I always have been, always will be, right? Especially New Japan. So, you know, all the wrestling, the more wrestling I can get up in my brain and my eye sockets, the better I am, the happier I am, to be honest. So, yeah, I dig it. I've been digging it for the entire week. And there's more to come, folks. The last match is not until the 24th. So we got more to go. Yay. I'm so happy. So see, how are we doing here today, folks? We are talking about, David just mentioned Ric Flair having surgery today. That's true. All the best to Rick. Hope he comes through it okay. Someone just mentioned Dana Brooke as well. Dana does look like she's lost some weight. I got to tell you, that promo on Raw didn't do much for me personally, mostly because they don't do anything with her. And I thought she was, you know, when they first tried to blow her up in the beginning, and make you believe she was going to be the next big thing, I think we all kind of saw that, wow, she doesn't really have it. And I know I've said that phrase, I've used that phrase multiple times on the show. You guys are probably sick of hearing it by now, but I just don't think that Dana Brooke has it. However, now that she's sort of starting back over again, who knows? Maybe they'll give her a chance to sort of, you know, hit the restart button, as we said, and, you know, get back to, or actually start getting a chance to really get over for a change. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we'll see how it goes. So, what else is happening? Ronda Rousey's been fined by WWE. Oh, I went on Twitter the moment I read it, and I retweeted WWE's post on it, and I said, is that shoot money or is that work money, brother? Because, you know, I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I think we can all pretty much agree that this is not a fine. I just don't. What's up, Chip? Welcome back to the show. Yeah, I'm not feeling it with the whole Ronda Rousey thing. You know, she's man, she's trying. She's putting forth a great effort. I think Ronda's better in the ring than she is on the mic, to be honest with you, and this is how I feel about it. I just don't know if I'm feeling it, man, because like I said, man, she's putting forth the effort to get over on the mic, but dude, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. Jim just said she's not believable. Yeah, not to me either, man. There's something about her that screams scripted. It's like her words are so rehearsed ahead of time. Not that she doesn't feel them when she says them, but it's kind of obvious when people are so over-rehearsed. I think Ronda's been so overproduced this whole time. It just makes me mad. It's maddening is what it is. Ashley asks if she's going to leave. So big is that Bigham Howe? What's up, man? Welcome to the show. So here's the deal. Ronda is reportedly under contract with WWE through 2021, so she's not going to go anywhere for a while unless she wants to. That's it. I'm done and renege on her contract. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But supposedly she wants to take a break. She wants to have a baby. All good things to her. All the best. That's fine. So supposedly she's just going to take a break. Now, what the rumor is right now is that the day after WrestleMania, she's officially gone. At least for a while. Maybe it's 6 months. Maybe it's 3 months. I still maintain that you're going to see her on the debut episode of SmackDown on Fox. I just don't see that show happening without Rousey being in the mix. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What's up, Alma? Thomas, how are you? Jason, what's up, man? You know what assume means, right? And that's what you're doing. Oh, Jason, fire some shots today. It's all good, man. You got your view and I got mine. So there you go. Jeff says, not sure about the heel thing for Rousey. Well, until the rest of the horsemen get caught. So, yeah, all right. So, listen, we've talked on the show before about Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. I'm not feeling those two either. In my humble opinion, this is one writer's opinion, folks. Take it or leave it. You can agree with me, disagree with me, whatever you want to do. Totally fine, man. I think they rushed them up to the main roster or to NXT. I think they rushed them through. I think they took one look at both these women and said, oh, they've got it. They're naturals. Let's do this. They're Rousey's girls. Bam, bam, boom. I just, whatever. You know what I mean? And Shayna Baszler is dominant in NXT. I don't know that I feel that either. And, again, I know what it sounds like. Tom, you're hating on the women. I'm not trying to hate on the women. Trust me when I tell you that. I have nothing but love for the women and the men of WWE because I know they're all putting forth maximum effort. Even on matches, they may be taking the day off, to be honest. Nothing but respect for the men and women that get between those rows, put their lives on the line for your entertainment. And they are, straight up. I'm not, yeah, see, Jeff, you agree with me. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not feeling that either. All right, so look, if they were all three babyface and were yay and slapping high fives and getting off catchy one-liners, would I feel differently? I mean, anything's possible, right? I mean, once the psychology of the business gets in your head, it's hard to ignore, to be fair about it. But, I don't know. So, Christopher says they suck. That's funny. So, well, hey, man, everybody's got their own take on this. I mean, if that's your take, hey, man, so be it. So, let's see. SmackDown Live is going to be on Fox. It's actually going to be on Fox. David, from what I understand, it's on the Fox network on Friday nights. For real. I don't think it's going to be Fox Sports. So, there you go. Paul asked about the Styles Orton promo. It was fantastic. I loved every second of it. How do I feel about Undertaker versus Demon Finn Balor? I'm all about it all day long. Don't know if it's going to happen. I think Balor would make him look like $1 million. I still believe it should have been Undertaker versus AJ Styles, but that's just one guy talking. I mean, if you're going to send Undertaker out again at WrestleMania, why not paint up Finn and put him out there? Why not? He's not doing anything else. You took the Intercontinental title off of him for crying out loud. Yes, Barry, I do believe it will be Kurt versus Cena. Absolutely. I just posted that on Wrestling Rumors yesterday. As my son would say, yesterday night. Not last night. Yesterday night. Yes, SmackDown will still be live, Tony. 99.9% sure on that. Let's see. Shelton Benjamin looks good. I think he's a nice little buffer for Brock when Brock's not there, which is only all the time. Okay? It's all good. I don't care. Whatever. But But yeah, man, it's all good. Like we've said before, if you hate Brock for not being there, you're hating the wrong person. You should hate WWE and Vince McMahon for Brock never being there, folks. We know how that story goes, right? Yeah, Kurt versus Cena at Mania is a very good fit. I completely agree with you. Totally. Paul asked about Bray. Baby, I got nothing for you on Bray. I just got nothing. It's real. It's just very real. Trust me. Dean Ambrose, Troy, I don't know. I just wrote a column that will be posted this weekend on the Chairshot, and the headline of the column is Dean Ambrose already gone from WWE? I think maybe he might be. I think maybe we've seen the last of him. At least for now. But, there again, maybe it's nothing. John, you're right. John, I agree with you, but don't get mad at Brock, dude. Get mad at the company. They're the ones booking this stuff. What's the old phrase? Who booked this crap? It's they don't want him there all the time. That's them making the call. Brock has proved time and again he will do business whenever his number's called. He will, okay? Straight up. He's done everything they've asked of him. How many times have you ever heard Brock Lesnar refuses to work so-and-so? And listen, if you know of an instance, hit me. But as far as I know, I don't know of one. Brock Lesnar's impossible. He said no. Brock Lesnar won't work with this guy. He won't work with this guy. He's poison in the locker room. I don't hear that. So if you're going to get mad at somebody, get mad at the company. Wade, what's up, my friend? Devontae says he pulls a CM Punk returns. You know what? I'm good with that. Sure. But repackage him. Repackage Dean. Do something different. Repackage and do something different. You can't continue to do the same old stuff that you were doing before, folks. You just can't do it. I mean, it's just too much for real. So, I don't know. We'll see here. But, like I said, folks, we'll see what's going to happen. What it all comes down to for me is Dean got stale, maybe through no fault of his own. The booking, once again, is to blame because it's all over the map. He could have been the biggest heel ever in that company. They completely dropped the ball. So, over under on how many Raw he's on before me. You're talking about Dean? I would say, you're talking about Brock. He's supposed to be there Monday. That could be the last one. For all I know, I don't know, Paul, to be honest with you. Brian says I'm all for women wrestling, but I just think there are way too many matches and maybe even their own show or something. No, we don't want their own show. Yeah. Brian, all due respect, I think that's the wrong move. I think you're separating the women by giving them their own show. And then you effectively remove them from the main rosters. I don't think that it's a matter of too many matches. I think it's the quality of the matches that are being booked and how they're getting booked to begin with and who they're putting in these matches. I think that's what the problem is. No one looks at the men's division and says there's too many men's matches. Ever, right? I don't think it's... If the ratio were, 5-3 women's matches versus men matches on Raw, I can totally live with that as long as the story is good. By the same token, I can totally live with it if the stories are good on the men's side as well. But the problem is the stories have not been good, folks. Either the stories are lame to begin with, or the execution to tell a good story has not been there. And again, you want to get mad at somebody, get mad at the company and blame the booking, all right? Blame the booking. That's going to be my new shirt. Blame the booking. For real. That's what you got to do. So, let's see. Quite hasn't been going on either side. Brian, I have to agree with you for sure. All right, folks. So everyone wants to talk about all kinds of stuff. I want us to go ahead and talk about the Fastlane results. Get your take on them. We can breeze through these if you want to and then leave the rest of the show open to whatever you cats want to talk about. Totally fine with me. Let's go ahead and get down the card, shall we? The New Day defeated Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. The show kicked off with Kofi being told by Vince McMahon that, hey, or by someone backstage telling Kofi that Vince wants to see in his office, this, that, and the other nonsense. More on that later. We know what happened. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Usos defeated The Miz and Shane McMahon. Shane attacked The Miz after the match. Folks, we all saw this coming. We said on the program multiple times Shane was going to turn heel. He did totally turn heel. He heeled out bigger than crap on The Miz. I don't know if anyone cared. He grabbed and like he goozled The Miz's dad in front of you, in front of his... Oh, he made him watch his son. I'm going to tell you right now. Someone lays a finger on my kid, I'm jumping that barrier. I'm jumping that barrier and head's going to roll. I'll jump that barrier and my steel chair goes with me. You dig? Because there's no chance, baby. No chance. You lay a hand on my kid, you're dead, man. Okay? Mr. Miz's dad didn't quite do that. He just... No, don't do this. Hui. So, Jen says I didn't care too much for heel's turn. Absolutely not. Jim Ross called WWE Stories sophomore drama club storytelling. Was good. Well, yeah, I give you that for sure. Storyline's still too predictable. George can't disagree with you all on that. So, listen. I don't mind predictable, George, to your point. I don't mind predictable if it's effective and it's entertaining. If it's good. I don't mind being right. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, of course, Tom thinks he's right. That's not what I'm saying, folks. What I'm saying is, I like to be proven wrong. I like to not know what's going to happen. I'm not so into this that I go, I know what's going to happen in every match. This sucks. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I want them to surprise me. Good or bad, folks, to be honest with you. The bad sucks, right? It is what it is. But I want it. I don't want to be able to know what's going to happen all the time. I want to just watch the show and enjoy it and be knocked out of my seat by stuff. That's what I still want that, man. You know what I mean? So I'm okay getting proven right sometimes. Like, oh, it was predictable. Yeah, but did you see it? It was a good match. That's what I like. I'm totally down with that. Yeah, Jen, good point. I can't disagree with you at all. Ooh, Jeremy said Miz Dow caused a Miz to lose at Mania. Yeah, why not? Just put Shane over. My God, he's Vince's son. He has to be on TV and he has to be in a match. There again, I don't get mad at Shane necessarily. I get mad at the way this show's booked, man. You know, dude's got to get in the ring. You know, and I'm not even going to go down the path of, listen, he took a guy's spot, a younger guy's spot that could have been on the card. Whatever, dude. Listen, it's the McMahon family. It's their company, baby. They can do whatever they want to do. All the time, every day, okay? And they do, and you know it. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Unless you stop watching. And guess what? The remote is a powerful tool, my friend. Click, turn the channel. You don't like it? Don't watch it. Doesn't mean you can't demand for it to be better, because I know you do, just like I do. And I get that, and we're on the same page here, okay? But as far as, oh, this sucked, turn it, man. Turn it. There's other wrestling out there to watch. There's all kinds of wrestling you can stream all day, every day, okay? You don't have to watch Raw. I know that sucks, and I'm not trying to be that guy. You know, I want it to get better. I don't want to stop watching because I want to see what happens. You know what I mean? That's me. Fox wants WWE Attitude Era back, no more PC. Douglas Attitude Era is dead in the water. I don't care what Fox wants. They can call it whatever they want to call it, the new era, whatever. I don't care what the label they want to put on there. Danny says, Mine's Lucha Underground. Here, Danny. Attitude Era is dead in the water, man. Just, you can have your own feelings about that, but we've all moved on. We have to. SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka defeated Mandy Rose in a match that I like to refer to as, man, that sucked. Mandy doesn't have it. Mandy doesn't have it. For all of you out there that supported Mandy and thinks that she should beat Asuka, I have an announcement to make. Mandy does not have it. Now, did I just say she's terrible. Oh my God, get her out of the ring. Oh my God, she's garbage. I hate her. I didn't say that. I said she doesn't have it. Does that mean she can't find it? Does that mean she can't get to it? Does that mean she can't work hard to earn it? No, it does not mean any of those things. She maybe can get there. She maybe can earn it. She maybe can one day deserve it. Folks, she's not there yet. She's not there yet. I don't know what more to tell you. It was obvious in that match. She stumbled, she fell, literally and figuratively. Dude, she doesn't have it. This was her moment to shine, to grab the bull by the horns and yank him clean off that animal's head. And she didn't do it. She didn't do it. Okay, because she doesn't have it. There again, no disrespect. I'm not bagging on her. I'm not saying she's worthless. I'm saying that maybe she can get there. I don't think she has it now. That's me. Jeff, I think she needs a lot more than a rework. I think she needs to work more. I don't think she has it. They gave her this erotic entrance music, and they got Corey Graves drooling and foaming at the mouth over her on commentary, and they put her in all this makeup and have her sashay down the ramp, and they have convinced her that she's awesome. She's not. She's not, okay? Take that or leave it. It's my take. If you disagree with me, it's all good, man. No hard feelings. She doesn't have it, folks. She was in the ring with someone that can make her look great and can shine her up, and Asuka couldn't even shine her up because Mandy can't even keep her feet under her without falling down. That's just my take. There you go. Man, I vented there. I feel so much better. And I didn't mean to vent on Mandy. Oh my God, I totally did, didn't I? Okay, so the Bar defeated Kofi Kingston in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Once again, WWE and Vince McMahon take your favorite and they shove him in the toilet. That's what they do, Jack. That's what they do. Oh, this guy's your favorite? Really? All right, back the truck up. We're gonna dump all the crap on him and make him dig his way out. They gave all right. So what they've done? Pull the phone closer so you can hear well. Okay, what WWE has done with Kofi Kingston is the same thing they did with Daniel Bryan. Okay, and the same thing they're doing with Becky Lynch currently, okay? What they did was they said, we might have something here. The fans kind of like this person. Okay, we need 16 tons of crap, and let's bury him right in the middle of it and give him a shovel about this big. And by this big, I mean tiny. Let's give him a spoon. Screw the shovel. Give him a spoon. And tell him to dig his way out of 16 tons of crap. Like that. Hoorah! Hoorah! Okay? That's what he's doing. Because that is their idea of getting a baby face over. Janet said it best, underdog arc. I get it. It's gone far beyond that for me, folks. Daniel Bryan was the underdog in the beginning, till they buried him in 16 tons of crap and gave him a spoon and told him to dig his way out. That's what they're doing with Kofi. It's what they did with Becky. They want to recreate what Austin brought naturally. They tried to recreate it with Punk first, okay? And Punk was such a natural and was so good at what he did. And when they tried those games with Punk, you could read it on his face that he hated it, that he didn't want any part of it. He went along with it, but you could just see it. There was nothing scripted about Punk. Dude, 16 tons of crap and a spoon to dig your way out. And they believe that's how you build a baby face. You build a baby face by destroying him. Okay? By stacking the deck so hard and heavy and high against him, he can't breathe anymore. That's it. And that infuriates me. And it makes me laugh because I've seen it so many times now. I try not to get mad anymore, but it infuriates me to a point. And then I stop and remember, this is WWE. They do this all the time. Because it's their idea of how to do business, how to get a babyface over. They spend X number of weeks bashing that babyface in the head with an anvil, dropping a piano on him, whatever they can do. Any Wile E. Coyote reference you can possibly imagine they do to their babyface. And then they want you to care 6 months later. Do you see what I'm saying? And they're counting on you caring because they're counting on you never giving up and not having his back anymore. That's what they expect. How many people out there watching and listening right now have decided they're done with Becky? They're done. They still like her. They know it's not her fault, but they're done. Because this story is so convoluted, it's overblown, it's bloated at this point, and it's overdone. So much heavy-handed booking when it comes to Becky Lynch. Unbelievable, folks. How many of you out there are done with it? Because you stopped caring. You see what I'm saying? Man, I feel like I'm on a roll. Let me get back to some comments, folks. Didn't even make sure it's not even an Acme product. Yeah, Danny, good point there. Yeah, Overkill Jen, thank you very much for that. You're right. Roman turn on the Shield. Jonathan, I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see Roman turning heel anytime soon, if ever at all, to be fair. I just don't see it. Devontae, she will win at Mania. I don't know how else they could justify burying her under 16 tons of crap with the spoon to dig her way out. I got to write this down, baby, before I forget about it. That's good stuff. Yeah, she's going over for sure. Bit says I'm not over. Okay, cool. Hey, man, listen, it's cool. I'm still tuning in. I'm still watching. I want to see her get there because I think that of all the women in that company that you could say the words deserve, I think maybe she deserves it because, God, she's went through so much in her life. Go back and read up on her backstory. It's fascinating, man. It really is. So I'd love to see her get there. SmackDown is currently better than Raw, in my opinion. Namon, everyone thinks that. What's up, Alan? Welcome back to the show. Let's see. Alma says, I'd like to get all wrestlers to meet to have a week convention in pro wrestling during the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame inductions. Alma, wow. Do it before all the legends die. Okay, that's a huge statement. There's conventions all the time, Alma. There's comic book conventions will invite wrestlers. There's always the NWA every year does the oh God, help me out, guys. What's it called? The Legends, was it NWA Legends, I think it's called. I've never gone, but I really want to go. Maybe I'll try that for this year. We'll see if I can get there or not. But yeah, it happens all the time. Jamie, what's up? Welcome to the show. Richard says, trying to recreate the Attitude Era with the women's division. Richard, I'm not hating that at all. I kind of see where you're coming from. So someone just mentioned about finding me on Facebook. Folks, real quick, send me a message in Wrestling Rumors Instant Messenger, and say, hey, Tom, add me on Facebook, and I'll do it, okay? All good, and I totally will. Yes, Triple H is going to face Batista WrestleMania. Yeah, I think he'll beat him. But I hope not, but yeah, I think he will. I don't know that it matters if the guy who wins that match, to be fair. I just don't know if it matters at all. All right, folks, let's get through the rest of the card here. At least try to. Raw Tag Team Champions, The Revival, defeat Aleister Black and Ricochet. And Bobby Roode and Chad Gable on a triple threat match. Is it just me, or every time you see The Revival get in the ring to defend the championships, you hold your breath hoping they won't lose them tonight? Well, me too, folks, because my God in heaven, every time they defend the belts now, I'm just sitting there going, please don't let them lose them. Please don't let them lose them. Please. And it's just title belts. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's not like they're going to get fired that night if they lose the belts or some nonsense. And I know it's just belts, and maybe it's just belts to Dash and Dawson. I don't know. But as the fan of me is going, God, these guys have worked too hard. Don't take them away now. They just got them. So yeah, there you go. Is Undertaker getting a match? Steve, as of right now, he's not booked, but I do believe Taker will be there. I don't know in what capacity, but I don't think it's over yet. Yes, Barry, they are old school tag team. That's why I dig them. Christopher, I'm not sure where AOP are at the moment. I think, was it Razor was injured or Akam was injured? I don't know what's going on with them, man. It's kind of like, they get them up off out of NXT and then it's sink or swim, and I think they've sunk, at least for right now. I hope I'm wrong and they end up come out of it. So, so I like this match. I thought this match was much better than everyone thought it was going to be. Which leads us to the next match, United States Champion Samoa Joe in a fatal four-way against R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade, the wrestler formerly known as Andrade Cien Almas. We didn't know about this match until the night of. Man, this was a good match. I think it might have been the best match of the night. Excellent match, by the way. Whereas Sanity Ben Tony, I don't know if someone's injured or not. I can't speak to that. I'm not sure. Jason talking about, I'm tired of people calling Vince McMahon. I don't think Vince McMahon's racist. But to your point, Jason, I don't know the guy. So sorry, I got me choked up. I don't know the guy, so I don't know. Which is kind of a cop-out, because I can sit here and defend Vince McMahon all day long to you. But I don't know if the guy's racist or not, because there again, I don't know him. I don't think he is. I will say this, and we've talked about this here before on the program, and we had some African-American viewers who are watching, and I can't say they had my back, but they saw my point and agree with me. Because I asked the question, why has an African-American never been WWE champion? And people talked about The Rock. And that's true. The Rock is part African-American, part Samoan, right? So it's not 100%, right? In terms of my opinion. Not 100% right. But why did Booker T not become WWE champion? He was world champion, not WWE champion. Is there a difference? Who cares? I don't know. I like to pose that question because I don't know how people feel about it. You know what I mean? I don't know how people feel about it. Alicia says, can you please stop the Lacey Evans bullcrap? Alicia, that's a great big pile of crap, my friend. And yes, I hope it stops soon. Do I think Vince McMahon, Steve really wants this question answered, folks, because he's yelling at me right now. I don't know if Vince McMahon will be in Shane's corner, Steve. Relax. I don't know. Maybe. Tony Atlas was a world tag team champion, Richard. WWE tag team champion, not a WWE world champion, not a WWE champion. That's my point. Do you think Samoa Joe will ever turn face? Do you think he'll work better as a face? He's always I think he's a much better heel, Devontae. He's a good, effective face, but I think he's much more effective as a heel. But knowing WWE, they'll turn him today and put him in squash matches or get him squashed by a baby or a heel that weighs 100 pounds less than he does. It's the WWE, man. What are you going to do? Who will Ray face at Mania, Demon asks? I think it's going to be Andrade, or it's going to be a combination of another U.S. title match. It's my opinion. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Vince is always in Shane's corner. Jim, well done, my friend. I like that. Well done. Okay, folks, let's get back to the card. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Boston Hug Connection, defeated Nia Jackson Tamina. Jackson Tamina brawled with Beth Phoenix and Natalya after the match. Beth Phoenix was doing commentary, and she got involved in the match. Man, Beth looks good, doesn't she? Did you see her take her shirt off on Monday Night Raw? or jacket off. Dude, shut up. Beth be staying in shape, yo. Okay. I think this is all leading to a tag team match at WrestleMania, and Beth and Natty will be teaming up. That's my opinion. I still hold my original opinion on Nia Jax and Tamina. I don't think they have it. I don't think they have it together. I don't know if they have it separately. I'm not feeling it with either one of them. I think I'm done with Nia Jax on my TV. They're not done giving her to me now, baby. Believe that, okay? But I think I'm done watching her on my TV all day long and twice on Sunday. Sick of it. Let's see. Bobby was ECW champion, not WWE champion, David. Good, excellent point, but not WWE champion. And again, folks, it's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. It's totally fine. If the ECW title is enough for you, if the WWE Tag Team Championships are enough for you, if the world title was enough for you, go with God. All good here on my end. But my question, right or wrong, is why not WWE champion? Jen says, I like seeing Beth and Natalya. Pleasantly surprised. I loathe Nia and Tamina altogether separately. Jen, couldn't agree with you more. Don't know about if I loathe them, but I'm not a real fan, to be honest. Thank you, Jim. Jim's the man. Not because he compliments me. Relax. Just saying. Thank you, Devontae. I appreciate that. Dana Brooks is better than Nia. Ooh, Christopher, the hot take. And if she is, Dana Brooks not much better. Mark Henry was world champion, Bobby. Again, folks, I'm not sticking to my guns and saying I'm right. You guys get that, don't you? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just merely asking the question. Why is an African American never beaten a WWE champion? And I know The Rock has. If that's enough, perfectly fine. It's fine. Totally fine. But Mark Henry was world champion, not WWE champion. Listen, it's just me talking, folks. I'm just asking a question. Maybe it's splitting hairs on my part. Maybe I just let it go. But, you know. Thank you, Steve. Steve's still yelling at me. Steve, don't yell, baby. I can see you. It's totally fine. But thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Much love, my man. Thank you. Owen Hart does need to be in the Hall of Fame. Bob, you said a mouthful, and they need to make it happen. There's still all that stuff there from his death and from his wife and the family. And, just do right by the fans here, folks. And I know the family should come first. And I know the WWE Hall of Fame is just a thing on a piece of paper. It doesn't mean anything to anybody. You want to know why? Because it's one guy's decision, Jack. It's one guy. That's it. Just Vince. It's not a vote. I didn't vote on it. I don't get asked as a pro wrestling writer. No one cares what I think. It's Vince's call. Okay? Vince says yes or no. He said yes to China finally. Okay? But it's his call. So I'm not going to get too bent out of shape over it. Having said that, it would mean so much to his fans. And to, let's be honest, his legacy, where you could then begin to say the WWE Hall of Famer, the late Owen Hart. Saying. What's your thoughts on AEW? Steve, thank you for your comment, your question, my friend. What's up, Ray? Welcome back to the show. I think AEW is going to make a big splash in the business. I don't think they're going to take over WWE by any stretch of the imagination. WWE is too ingrained in the business. I don't even know that AEW is going to be competition for them, and I don't think they care, to be fair. I think AEW just wants to get out there and start building their name and get their feet and get under them and get a solid foundation built. And I say bring it all day long. Not because it's Cody and the Bucks, but because I want more wrestling, folks. And they got deep pockets with the Khan family. They're only going to spend so much now, let's be fair. But at the same time, I want more wrestling. And if AEW represents more wrestling on my TV, on my phone, on my iPad, on my laptop, bring it to me because I want more. Okay, that's me. WWE Champion Daniel Bryan defeated Kevin Owens and surprise, surprise, the return of Mustafa Ali in a triple threat match. By the way, if you're not checked out the first episode of The Secret Life of Muslims, you got to check it out because Mustafa Ali is fantastic. I did a piece on him this week for ProWrestling.com. Man, it was nice just to hear his comments. God, what a smart guy and what a down-to-earth guy. Dude, Mustafa Ali must be the coolest cat to hang with, really, for real. And just the nicest guy ever. Smart, knows the business, knows his, I was going to say knows his place in it, but that sounds negative. Knows what he can do knows what he's capable of. And man, for him, the sky's the limit, Jack. You hear me? Sky's the limit. And you know, he shouldn't be held back because of anything, because of skin color or religious beliefs or all that other hoo-ha. Man, if you've got it, you should go to the top. That's it. If you were successful and you've got it, you've got the it factor, put that guy up. You know what I mean? And it might take a long road to get him there, but I'd like to see him get there eventually. People are upset this wasn't Kofi. I get that. Kofi's fans hate it. I get that. I got that all day long. But you got to remember, Ali lost his chance when he got hurt at Elimination Chamber, and Kofi stepped in for him. So Ali, they were just kind of giving him back his chance. See there? So there you go. Victor, hey, what's up? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Oh, you're saying the turnbuckle. All right, so you're saying that you're a big... Okay, I'm sorry. I might have misread that. My apologies. Why did Finn lose the belt? Ray, because it looks so much better on Lashley. I'm kidding, Ray. I have no idea. I don't know. I just don't think that they don't care about the titles. Not like they used to. When's Sammy coming back? The word around town, there you go, is that Sammy has been cleared for a while and that it's only a matter of time till he comes back. Not sure if he's going to or not. Let me retract that statement. Not sure when and where he will come back. I think Sammy needs something else. Sammy is one of those guys, and listen, I've never been a fan of his style because Sammy takes a lot of unnecessary chances like a lot of these guys do. You know I'm right, and I remember a match vividly, and I think it was on Monday Night Raw, and I forget who he was working, but the psychology behind the moves in these matches these days, good luck finding it, and good luck finding fluid, constant psychology that makes sense to the match itself. Whoever it was he was working was down on the floor, and he's at the ropes by the guy on the floor. And he does this, and he looks to the other side of the ring, back and forth and back and forth. So he leaves the ropes to the outside of the ring where the guy was, his opponent. So he can run to the other side of the ring, and then so he can come and dive over the top rope to get to his opponent. He could have just slid out underneath the bottom rope and went after his opponent. No psychology there. He just wanted to do a flashy move for the crowd. I have a problem with that. Now, this coming from the guy that watches a whole lot of New Japan, where it's a lot of flashy moves. I get that. Your criticism is not lost on me, folks. Trust me when I tell you that. I want it to make sense. I'm old school in that way. Do all the flippity flop stuff you want to, but make it plausible. Give me a good reason why you did it. If you don't have a reason to leave your feet, don't leave your feet. Okay? I know that's an outdated opinion. That's a Jim Cornette take in 2019. My God in heaven. But that's how I feel. What's going on with EC3? Brother, you tell me and we'll both know. I think they've completely destroyed him. Who do you think faces Kurt Angle at Mania? David, I think it will be your boy John Cena. Sammy's almost out of career bumps. Paul, to your point, what's the old saying? The bump card's almost full. We'll see what happens when they have a match with WWE's 4 Horsewomen. Was that 4 Horsewomen versus 4 Horsewomen? I think it's coming, but I don't know if it's going to come anytime soon because of the Ronda situation. Where will Drew McIntyre be by Mania 2020? I think Drew should be WWE Champion, Universal Champion by Mania next year. I believe that. I believe if they get him on track and stop doing this multi-person nonsense with him, he's good enough to be on his own, folks. He doesn't need all that. Yep, Cena versus Angle. Totally agree with you on that. Don't know what the plan is for Taker, Ron. As of this moment, he's not booked at Mania. But as we've said on this show multiple times in the past here, folks, as recently as last week, all it takes is a phone call between him and Vince to set something up. So we'll see what happens. Vince should be champ, Ray says. I don't know if I can argue that too awful much. No, John Cena shouldn't get a haircut, man, because he's got a bald spot on top, and I feel for him. No, don't do it. So, there you go. All right, so we're almost done here, folks. Becky Lynch defeated Charlotte Flair via disqualification. Once again, Becky Lynch gets something handed to her that she did not earn. Now, notice I didn't say Becky Lynch, the performer. I said what I mean is Becky Lynch, the character. Ronda Rousey came down, slapped Becky with a forearm, and Bob's your uncle. Becky wins by DQ. So, a babyface... A true babyface, a Stone Cold babyface would have said, I ain't taking that win, son. You know, but not Becky. She said, all right, I'm in the match. Yeah, I'm going to WrestleMania. What? Then they tried to, retrofit the whole move and make out like, and she talking about, and Ron talking about, well, I didn't want you to tap out and not get the chance to go to WrestleMania so I can destroy you. Shut up with that nonsense. They're doing everything they can to salvage this because, as I ranted about 20 minutes ago, folks, and it was epic, by the way, it just absolutely was nonsense. And it's heavy-handed booking. They've overbooked it, overproduced it, overdramatized it, shoved it clean down your throat. The next person that tells me that Roman Reigns has been shoved down their throat, shut up with that nonsense. You want something shoved down your throat, try Becky Lynch, baby. All up down your throat, Becky Lynch. Not her fault. Wasn't Roman's fault either, folks. But they have done everything in their power to make you love this girl when they didn't have to do very much at all. She was already over with fans. They already wanted her there. And as we said before, folks, 16 tons of crap and a spoon to dig your way out. That's what they're doing. Ridiculous. Charlotte doesn't deserve to be in the match. Becky won the Rumble. Lance, from a storyline perspective, you're absolutely right. From a real world perspective, Charlotte more has earned the right to be in that match. Charlotte is the epitome of what they want at the helm of the women's division in that company. You can like it, love it, or hate it with all the passion in your freaking soul right now. The fact is, she's what they envision as the top of the women's division in that company. You can't leave her out of the match, of the main event of WrestleMania. She's got name recognition because she's Ric Flair's daughter, because she has put the work in. Let's don't forget that. People could talk about all day long about how they rushed her up. She didn't deserve this, didn't deserve that. She's Ric's daughter, blah, 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 blah. It's WWE. Deal with the here and now. Deal with what's in front of you. What's in front of you is Charlotte Flair as the next big thing, as the current big thing. That's just how it is. Yes, she should be in the title match. Yes, it should be a triple threat. If not, who else does she face? Asuka, who she tapped out, or not, did she tap her out? She pinned her at WrestleMania last year. She beat her. Either way, she beat her into the streak. If they had maintained Asuka's streak, I would say to you, maybe that's the match. There's no match left for Charlotte, man. There's nothing. Put her in the main event. She should be there. Do I think any more New Japan stars will come to WWE? The latest one, who is it? I always blank on his name. I got so much wrestling stuff in my head. Junior heavyweight. He was just there. He has the Back to the Future gimmick. Help me out here, folks. Give me a name. What's his name? It's crazy. I can't remember his name right now. I want to say Takashi, but that's not Takashi. He's supposedly going to be in WWE, which means they're probably going to put him on 205 Live. So God help us all on that, because 205 Live is struggling 6 ways from Sunday. Help me out here, folks. What's his name? Junior heavyweight in New Japan. Just recently wrapped up with the company. Spent 9 years there, I think it was. And he's supposedly going to go to WWE. Come on, folks. You know who I'm talking about. One of the best junior heavyweight. Kushida. Thank you, Lance. Lance has saved me here on the show, folks. Lance, thank you. Kushida. Absolutely. No, Kushida was not in Bullet Club. You're thinking of Ishimori, right? Jim says the main event of WrestleMania was handed to WWE. All they had to do was get there without doing too much, and it's come off the rails. It's a bummer. Becky Rousey was hot fire and is currently getting cold. Jim, that's a hot take, but you're totally right. I'd like to see Will Ospreay in WWE at some point, if only to see Will Ospreay and Ricochet tear it up. But at the same time, Will has no desire to go to WWE. And I know you've heard that before from guys. He really doesn't care. Neither does Jay White. You got to remember, folks, Jay White is from New Zealand. Will Ospreay's from the United Kingdom. Yeah, they grew up watching WWE, obviously, but, it's not the only game in town for them. They've got other places they want to go. And, come to WWE means moving halfway across the world and come on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, blah. So neither one of them are really interested in it. That's not to say that it can't happen, understand? Shinsuke did it. A lot of guys have done it. But, I don't know. Jenna's missed the show. Shame on you, Jenna. Just watch it back. It's all good. Thanks for watching right now. Yes, Harry, it was great. A little too choreographed for my taste, but, I got to take what's in front of me. Like I said before, and what's in front of me is a lot of choreographed acrobatics. I don't like it. It's what we're facing. Can you hear the bird outside? It's crazy. The first podcast me and my son did together, the title of it was One Happy Bird, because we did it up here and I had a bird in the tree outside chirping its little freaking head off. Crazy. Could always sign with NXT UK. Danny, you're right, but I think Ospreay is much bigger than that brand right now. Just like I think Walter is much bigger than that brand. It's just me talking. AJ Styles attacked Randy Orton after running Elias concert. It's funny. The guy that spelled it wrong is funny. So Jim said the words hot fire. It's not just a book from Throw Mama from the Train. If you get that reference, good on you. It is also what this angle is between AJ and Randy Orton. Bam, there you go. Very good angle between these two guys. They lit it up on SmackDown. They both spoke truth. They spit truth, as the kids say. It was well done on every level, and I dug the crap out of it, and I'm anxious to see this match. They're both going to deliver 110%. Will Aleister Black become WWE champion in the future? I would like to think so. I'm not going to hold my breath. Jenna, I don't know. You're in the UK, right? I can find out. What time is it there right now, Jenna? Listen, Jenny, listen to me. Whatever time it is right now where you are, back it up an hour, and that's when I start. About an hour. 7 minutes from now, it's an hour before on your time. See what I'm saying? So like if it's 10 in the morning right now for you, or 8 o'clock at night, I started at 7. And if it's 10 o'clock in the morning for you, I started at 9. Does that make sense? So yeah, because I go 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the States. So did you hear Renee Young say that's why you talk Corey Graves during the Shield's entrance? No, I didn't miss that. I got to go back and listen to that, man. It's fun. Also, it's 4:50. Oh, so all right. So anyway, whatever time it is right now, Jenna, subtract an hour, and that's when I start. Okay, for real, that's when I start. So there you go. So Jen says Corey Graves is trash. Hot take from Jen. So I'm not gonna say he's trash. I can tell you, I don't care for his commentary. People hailed him as the next big thing. If you want a good heel color commentator, give me Jesse the Body all day long and twice on Sunday. That's how I feel. Or Paul Heyman. But I don't care for Corey Graves at all. Who will be the next induction in the Hall of Fame? Namon, they've surprised me with every turn. I got nothing for you on that, man. I don't know what they could do next, to be fair. What many fans feels the match of the night, and I even went. We went live during Fastlane. If you missed it, shame on you. I thought the main event of Fastlane was good. It was more than good. It was better than good. It was really good. Okay, can't miss even. The Shield, supposedly their last ride. Man, they advertised the crap out of that, didn't they? The Shield versus Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin. So B-Core, Bob Lash, and Drew Mac. Or D-Mac, I don't know. I'm just trying to be stupid. So, good match. Much better than any of us thought it would be. I loved it. I think it's a match of the year candidate. I'm not kidding. I asked a bunch of you that question. You all agreed with me. Yeah, Jen, I totally agree with you. Barry says best heel announcer Bob the Brain. Well, there you go, man. There you go. Yep, match of the year so far. Maybe it's got a lot to contend with. To be fair, it's got a lot to contend with, man. Because I was watching other things. Jason, watching other things. Jason, shame on you, man. Come on now, you can't be missing the show, dude. Come on. Yep. So. I was going to read off. It's actually on my phone. I need to transfer it to my laptop so I can read this off to you. But I've actually got a running list of Match of the Year stuff for 2019. Pardon all the clicking noise going on there. My apologies. So, yeah, I've got a running list of Match of the Year. Now, listen, MLW is not on there. Ring of Honor is. Do I have any Ring of Honor matches listed as Match of the Year so far? I think I do, but I can't swear to it. There's New Japan, there's WWE, there's no Impact listed, so maybe it's not an all-inclusive list. I'm going to be straight up fair with you. It's not an all-inclusive list. It's just my own personal list, and I look at the end of the year and I kind of decide what I feel was a match of the year, in my opinion. Brannon, Barbie, is it Barbie? I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name here. Well, you think Corey Graves is great? Go with God, man. Totally fine. I'm not going to hate on you for that. Totally fine. To each his own, man. You know what I mean? To each or her own. Yeah, that's what I say, man. Whatever you're into is what you're into. Whatever gets you through the night, as John Lennon would say. It's all right. It's all right. So, Justice says, sometimes I miss old WWE days. Sometimes I miss old NWA. As in, every day I miss old NWA. Because I do. I just miss the territories, man. What a time to be alive. Now's a great time to be alive as well. But, man, the territory days, what a great time in the business. That's your Fastlane card, folks. What was your takeaway from the show? What did you think was great? What did you think worked? What didn't work? The Raw afterward was good as well. The Shield advertising it's the end. They did this wacky thing going on They didn't let Dean talk at all. Dean hasn't spoke at all. He could be gone. It could be over. Crazy. How's Harlem Heat in Hall of Fame before Demolition? Paul asks. Well, because Demolition was a Road Warrior ripoff, and I don't care what anyone says. If you grew up loving Demolition, good on you. They were there because Vince could not get Hawk and Animal. They were the substitute. When they got Hawk and Animal, what happened? Demolition lost. Sorry, it's how I feel. No disrespect against Bill Eadie. No disrespect against who was crazy? Barry Darsow. Both guys earned their stripes. They came up through the territory system. I got nothing but love for both those guys. They took the money and they put the team together. They did what was good for WWE at the time, did what was asked of them. All due respect to those cats, totally. But they were no Road Warriors. Never were, never will be. And to answer your question, I don't know why Harlem Heat's in the Hall of Fame. Actually, I do know why. Get close so you can hear me when I say this. Again, it's Vince's Hall. He makes the call. Remember that next time you get upset. It's Vince's Hall. He makes the call. God, I got to start making t-shirts. Chip says, Reba Man for life. Bite your tongue clean out of your head. Give me Crusher Khrushchev all day long. Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, AJ, which you more excited for? Me? I'm excited to see both. I think Hunter and Batista are going to bring it. We said here on the program, maybe the week before as well, that Batista did his best work with Triple H. What do you think about the Batista? Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You won't give me what I want. Because you know what I want, but you won't give it to me. So give me what I want. You're going to give me what I want, or you're going to give me what I want, or you're not going to give it to me. You know what I want, but you're not going to give it to me. I mean, it sounded just like that, and I love Dave. I do. I love Dave to pieces. But, wow, dude, come on. You don't want to give it to me. It's good stuff. I love it. Jid says, let me tell you something about spit flying out of a man's mouth when he's doing a promo, Jen. That's passion. That's heart. That's, that's what it is. Actually, it's just spit. But you're missing the point. Paul says that promo was painful. I liked it. But yeah, it did seem like he was getting lost. I'm thinking, how do you get lost in your first promo back on Monday Night Raw? How do you get lost? I don't know. I don't know if you got lost or not. That's what it felt like. I was okay with it, Jen. Jeez, Jen, come on. I was okay with it, to be honest with you. I was all right. Bit rusty, yeah. That was Batista being Drax. Oh my God, can you imagine if Batista came back as the Drax character? Not so much the paint and the makeup and stuff, but oh my God, that would be epic. I would love the crap out of that. Where he's standing there eating the chips, he's like, I can have turned myself completely invisible. No one can see me. Star-Lord's like, yeah, we can see you. You're right there. Love it. I'm a Marvel kid. What can I say? Comic book dude all the way. Let's see. Batista would have been better. Oh God, Jen, bite your tongue. Let's see. What else we got going on? Triple H said it best. Batista always quit. Well, it's storyline though, man. Storyline. Yeah, he left. He left last time because he didn't like the way things were going. That's why he left the first time. You're totally right on that. But you know what? You got to do what's right for your career, man. You got to do what's right for yourself. How many of you out there have ever quit a job because you just, you know what? This sucks. I can't do this anymore. We look at WWE, maybe not all of us, maybe not everyone listening or watching today, man, but a lot of people look at WWE as being this dream job. But get there and see if it's a dream job. It's not. It's another company. It's the biggest company in the world when it comes to pro wrestling, but come on, man. It's not what a lot of people it's not what it's cracked up to be for a lot of guys. And for a lot of men and women, it is. Don't misunderstand me, but for a lot of people, it's not. It's a whole different animal once you get into it. What's the old saying about be careful what you wish for, you just may get it? What looks good to someone on the outside is not good to someone on the inside. I don't know. It's just me talking. So thank you, Bit. Appreciate it. I think getting ready to take this home, man. We're down anytime we get down about half the viewers. Raymond, I think Brock can do whatever he wants to do. He'll do whatever WWE books him to do. And I think if they book him to turn babyface, I think he'd kill it. What do you think of WWE finding Ronda Rousey, Jonathan? I don't think it's real money. I think it's work money, brother. So, Sydney, Brock, and listen, they invest in Brock. Who are we talking about right now? Who are we talking about? We're talking about Brock. We're talking about him. We're talking about Brock, okay? We're thinking about him. We're talking about him. We're upset when he's not there. Why would we care if we don't care? Does that make sense? I'm not saying you got a love affair with the dude. Just saying. Thank you, Barry. All right, folks. All right, guys. hit me with one more thing, and we're going to get out of here for the day. It's a big day for me, so I'm going to go get some stuff done after the show here. All right, folks, hit me with one more, and we're going to take it home. What you guys got? Make it a good one. I'm all-inclusive with the comments. What's up, Bobby? Bobby's so late. Okay, so, yeah, Danny, please do. Thanks, Rebecca. Multiple persons on Facebook. Yep. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the Raw Women's Championship. What? Hey, Chris, no problem. Thank you for watching. Okay, Jim, you got it. Is Brock losing at Mania? I don't know, Jim. I hate to be that guy, but I don't know. They've teased it so many times with Brock losing to a younger guy, and he never does, and I don't know what's going on with that cat. I'm inclined to say yes, but how about this, Jim? I'll believe it when I see it. All right, folks, I think that's all I got for you, man. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I do greatly appreciate it. You guys know where to find me on Twitter at Tom Clark Writes, WRITES. If we're not friends on Facebook, hit me on Wrestling Rumors Instant Messenger. Tell me, hey, Tom, here I am. Send me a friend request. Thank you, Jen. You're awesome. Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Jen number 2. Or that's 2 Jens? Jen? Whoever you are, you're awesome. Jonathan, thank you. Douglas. There you go. Christopher. Yep. All right, to all the regulars and everyone that showed up today, maybe for the first time. What's up, Jenna? Thank you for hanging out. That's all I got for you, man. So remember, send me a message, Wrestling Rumors Instant Messenger. I will send you a friend request. You can send me one. I will accept all day long, okay? That's all I got for you, man. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time on Tom Clark's Main Event.